in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Handoff to the single back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go right back to it. Gets away from one. He's got space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now a throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Here's the handoff. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The kick is on its way. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 40. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground. They'll give it to him again. Gets away from one, finds room.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Give to the back. Hard running there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counterplay into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That carry puts him over 2,500 yards for his career.
And it's been really fun to watch this guy's development in college football. He's gotten bigger, stronger, and faster, and every game he just seems to get a little bit better. That's a pretty nice milestone to hit.
A nice milestone, nice consistency, nice durability. It takes you being healthy, and this guy's really done a good job throughout his career being that lead guy and putting up numbers.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Makes the grab. It's Castillo. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Longhorns! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Send that offense back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Texas! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He breaks a tackle. Picks up the first down. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
They'll send the tight end in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab behind the line. It's driving. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They want to run it left here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Wants to throw. It's Pettis. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might as well stick with him. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's It's no good. Missed a chance to stretch this lead. It's still sitting on 9.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Floretta. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, the give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Razorbacks are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running. Well, the defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They've got it again on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Pettis. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give on the inside. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you, when I hear Texas football, I think about Bevo and I think about great running backs, man. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, Bijan Robinson. This dude seems like he's the next guy in that long list of game breakers at the position. He's got everything you look for in a great running back.
Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker. linebacker, but a good pickup on that one.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And this time, they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Makes a man miss.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
To the air, it's Pettis. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Driver. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They go to the ground. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Got him downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Got the quick pass. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Offense set on first down. Snaps it in the shotgun. That's caught. It's driving. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Oh, they're after him. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. It's a fumble on the play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The run from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Let's go! Let's go! Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll give it to the back. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now on comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Pettis. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
After that last completion, it's second down. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun. Give on the inside. Got the first down and still on his feet. Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it out. It's drive. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Leaves it with the back. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sending the offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Pettis. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Glenn. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen.
Oh, he wants it all. Pulls it in on the left. There he goes. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Well, you talk about getting out of jail free. They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Floretta. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down. But if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st.
Deep shot for the end zone, and it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
He leaves it with his back. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the defender. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Handoff to the single running back. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Driver. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go, here we go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And that is how you end a drive. That is what you want from your running back. Lower the boom. Lower your shoulders, wrap up that football, fall forward, and get into the end zone. That is how it's done.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Final period. Give to the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. This one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play call, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll try to do it himself. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Arkansas. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. On to attempt the try. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Take over and they'll send out the offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
Man, it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
With the catch, it's Hawkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football, picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Pettis. Pressure coming. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from
turning it off. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Right back to the well. Trucks through the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Floretta. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
The give to the tailback. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to take a shot. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And listen, the defense has made it a priority to try to rip the football free. You saw them that time really trying to go for that turnover, but nice job breaking tackles, really good ball security by the running back.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now back up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Pettis. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.